Kia ora, I'm Lizzie. I'm here on behalf of the Great Climate Voter debate, which has just finished. So we're about to ask people what they thought of it.
I thought there were some really interesting points across the board. I thought the best point was that everyone needs to work towards climate change because it's the major issue at the moment in the entire world.
I thought the debate was excellent, it was very well handled, everyone had a chance to say what they think. What we heard was that some parties have got a great commitment to climate change, others not so much. But it really emphasised how much people care about climate change, how we need a transition for New Zealand to reduce our emissions and be a world leader.
I thought it was really great. I felt it was handled really maturely as opposed to some other debates I've seen recently, actually, which I thought was really good. And there was a lot of great information that I wasn't necessarily aware of that I thought was pretty great too.
I love the woman that wanted cross-party cooperation. I thought she was great. And I had a lot of sympathy for Tim Grosser because I think that he is wanting to do a great deal, but he is up against his party, he's up against the farming lobby. So there needs to be a lot more cross-fertilisation of ideas. Not, you're on one side and I'm on the other, and that's the great gulf between us. We need to talk. We need to be honest with each other.
Well, the shocking one for me was actually New Zealand First, because I thought they didn't like the environment at all. I thought they were anti, but the deputy leader had some quite good things to say. So, I mean, because they came from so low, they actually rose a bit.
I was really impressed with the coherence of a lot of the discussion. I think Russell really sort of expressed himself really clearly and succinctly. Lowlights was just, I guess that the words that were being said by some of the party members and knowing the reality of what has been happening in terms of policy the last couple of years, there was a big disconnect there. And that wasn't, it was great to see some of the party members exposing that disconnect.
I thought it was a really good format. I thought the choice of speakers was spot on. I thought the content that was chosen was absolutely superb, and I think the questions, which some were pre-prepared, I think were pretty good as well, because I think it covered all the topics that needed to be covered in this debate, and it's an important debate.
It was useful for us to be having this debate as a country, especially going into an election right now, that we, as much as possible, we need to be getting the message out about this issue to as many people as New Zealand, and have a really rational debate as New Zealanders about it. And for us as Māori, we have a really, really keen interest in this issue. And it's not really just about the kind of central discussion we've been having around the price of carbon. That's a big issue for us, and for us going forward, it's a fundamental issue to get right. But our interest as Māori Indigenous people in this issue, they span a much wider sphere, out to including not just all of our business interests, but things like our communities and our whānau, and importantly around the potential to actually create jobs. I was really, really disappointed with Minister Tim Grosser. He was dismissive of a lot of the good analysis that's been done by a lot of people and interest groups in New Zealand. Really, really robust analysis.
I thought the greatest thing about this debate was getting all these people in a room, having proactive discussion about how we could move forward on climate solutions, cross-party, and now it's about getting them in a room in Wellington and talking about it in Parliament in the same cross-party dialogue that we saw tonight.
I thought it went really well because I really felt like there was cross-party consensus that climate change is a really major issue that everyone is facing and that we do really need to do something about it, but it was really clear that some parties were more committed to making New Zealand fossil-free earlier than others.